Well, we are following that breaking news. Reports this morning that Doug Marrone is leaving Syracuse University for the Buffalo Bills. Niko is working the story, and boy, it's coming a lot faster than we thought it was.
You know, it's funny. When I left here last night, it was either the Eagles or the Browns.
Right.
Then I wake up this morning to a phone call from Matt Stevens. It's the Buffalo Bills. Got to give Matt credit on that one.
Yep.
You know, if you're a Syracuse fan, it's a double-edged sword. You're certainly happy that the Syracuse guy is going to the NFL, but man, the work that Marrone did here in Syracuse in just 4 years is unbelievable. So you have to be proud for him. You really do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you are a little worried about the future of the Syracuse Orange football program.
Now, we should say that this is not confirmed yet. Let us show you. ESPN was up on its website about an hour and a half ago, I guess, with this information from one of their insiders.
Yeah, Adam Schefter, he's a pretty reliable guy at ESPN, and also NFL.com reporting it. So, you know, it's not confirmed just yet, but you know, where there's smoke, there's fire. Well, there's quite a bit of smoke here with two very, very solid sources, and Adam Schefter from ESPN and NFL.com.
And we're looking at Doug Marrone holding up the trophy last weekend. That's right.
You know, and that's the thing. I have to say, Laura, you know, being at that Pinstripe Bowl last week was one of the best moments of my career. It was just so fun to be there in the snow watching Syracuse beat West Virginia. But it's absolute proof of the great work that Doug Marrone did here in 4 years. I'll tell you what. You know, he is leaving the program, it looks like, but he's leaving it in much better hands than what he received it in. And it's my guess, this is just my personal opinion, that they'll promote from within Will Darryl Gross, either by way of Scott Schaefer, that'd be my choice. You know, Nathaniel Hackett would also be a great choice, too. I mean, you know, even John Anselmo could be listed up there. He is the assistant head coach, special teams coordinator, secondary coach. So, you know, it's pretty likely, in my opinion, they'll promote from within. But even saying that, you know, it's Doug Marrone who brought those guys to this program, leaving it in great hands. Yeah.
Now, we're waiting for an official announcement from either the coach or from Darryl Gross and Syracuse University, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, and I assume that'll come out today. I mean, it's just a formality at this point. The sources that are reporting this, 100%, in my opinion, it's pretty solid at this point.
Yeah,
so
we're monitoring right now. Nothing yet, but we'll let you know, obviously. And interestingly, this is not the only breaking news in sports today. Big morning, yeah.
Yeah, you know, in addition to Doug Marrone, of course, looking like he's going to the Buffalo Bills, the National Hockey League and its players reached a tentative agreement early this morning. So, you know, the two sides, Laura, have been meeting at New York City. They reached an agreement after more than 16 hours. And overall, you know, a few months of negotiations. The season was supposed to start in October. So this is a proposed 10-year deal would allow the 4-month blackout that threatened to kind of end this NHL season to hopefully be over with. So hopefully, you know, hockey really couldn't afford to have another lockout. They just had one a few years ago. And I know they had a lockout already, but they couldn't afford to cancel an entire season again like they did a few years ago. So this is huge for hockey. I guess the trickle-down effect is that in the AHL, where the Syracuse Crunch plays, some of the top players in the AHL are going to be going up to the NHL. So you'll see a little bit of a difference there, but all in all, Syracuse Crunch still has the best record in the AHL. Still look for them to be the best in the league going forward.
Okay, and it's still exciting down at the War Memorial to watch them play. No question about that.
It's a great atmosphere. If you haven't gone this season, you make sure you get down there because they're a great team this year.
Absolutely. Niko, thank you so much for getting up early this morning.
No problem.
Appreciate having you here.
Thanks for having me.
As we say, we'll follow these stories for you. Stay with us and we'll be right back.